Okay, and we're back again. This time I have been playing a little bit with material since last time. I changed it a bit. I also moved the microphone because it's very rusty voice, so I try to see if it can help to have the microphone a little bit further away. And there's a new tool. This is for me the new big thing with TurboCAD in 2021. So I think I can show it. Very simple. This is normal, and I switch over with this to visualize. Now you see how this coming up. And then I right click. I go to draft render. It works only in wireframe, hidden, and draft render. I go there and I say I want to use visualize. This. I don't want to have this. And then I say go there and click is to go to draft, and I go there and zip, it's finished. It's very quick. I also adjusted material here. So I take it from the Y direction. Try to remember, go see that. We can do straight away. Where is it? Material. This one. Right click and edit. It is there. This was there. So standing S is the same like X, and T is the same like Y. I change it there on this material, so that is the difference. You notice also the color. I played a bit with it in the style. Instead of have the window and interior molding everything with one color, I make a separate color for the window and door on frame and exterior door. I don't think I did it on the interior. It's for the frame and sash molding. No, not molding, mountains. Well, we should add in that later. So that is the theme that I've changed it. Maybe I make this a little bit darker, I don't remember. I'll leave it like this now. Yeah, and then I will see I just make some material on the window. Yes, and I am in, see down here there's no set, so I am in 2D. I want to toggle 2D, 3D, and now I'm in 3D mode. And have the material used, but it is external frame color. I have changed that. So I can go edit light work material. And now you see it black. Nothing changed here, it's only this color. So I go back again and we set it to this, we use dark green. And we have it a little bit blackish. And OK. Apply and OK. It didn't update there. Or did it? Oh, the windows are green. Isn't it? Yeah. Am I wrong in material, maybe? That would be fun. External frame color. Ah, then we have it. Edit. It should be, we have it right. Okay. And then apply and OK. Now we have it. Now we see the molding is still black, and that is leather. It must be this black ceramic, I think. Select the window, and I go to the style. I can select just the window style, and it is the opening material, not there on the block. Edit, and let's use external molding is the name of the material I have been using there. So I say OK, cancel. So then I go to this, and I go to external molding, this one. Edit light work, and that is the one I should make green and a little bit blackish. So, and then this is, and this, and OK. Now they are green. We are about back to where we live. There's a little bit bad light. There's not too much light inside this setup. There's only 3 different styles. But anyway, then this is new thing, and also because of that, I believe the 2 component slab we have made before, it don't work with 2 material. That's my understanding of it. It only works with the first component, that is the material. So now I say that what we before have insulation is now have this chipboard. So that is the basic thing I done, and also this, because it used a long time for render. So this, before we had the skin, now I make this black ceramic instead, to see if maybe that could have something to do with it, but it wasn't. There wasn't any change in render time. It actually takes 38 seconds to render on my machine, and that's extremely slow. But we can use this if we want to see it with color. It's extremely easy to move. I go there quicker. So that is a new thing that will come. But I think we should just drop it for now. Use the standard lightwork LW. So then I go back again to wireframe, and I take this away. Now I'm back, and I close this one. Maybe it has got its own menu. This is the first ESD version. This is what I have made. New tools. Will they put something in there? No, this is from 2020. No, I have to take it away there. So, okay. This and this, and then we can draw. That is also something I made. But there is a function with this visualize thing. That's only for the people who have the special render DLL. We can testing out something, so that's why I have to make it more easy. So then we close. And I'll take the long draft. Be aware. I can take this. This is much quick. This is go very quick compared. So now this is how it looked like. And I also been inside and use what we have in Platinum, at least. Option and geolocation. This is a place close to me on the airport, actually. I'm on the east side of this Schiller, this place in England. I have used some. Edit. Intensity is 1, and I want to use shadow. I use specific time. I don't use whatever time, because often I sit here in the evening and then there is not much sun outside. At least not in winter time. So this is on June 23 at 1 o'clock. and time zone is +1, Amsterdam, Berlin. That is the closest to my place. And that will give me shadow. That is nearly, but I think it's like 1250 or something like that is exactly north, south north. So I use this, and I also use that time to check that this shadow thing is correct, because it don't care about summertime. So if we move the clock 1 hour in the summertime, we don't care about that. So I cheating and say 1 o'clock instead of 12 o'clock. I say OK on that, and we can see here on the light, I only have ambient and headlight. I make that to white and 0.5. Because when I now go in quality render, it will use the sun shadow. And you see here, it goes nearly straight, north-south. I can see it from the top. Okay. This takes more time to move and re-render. But it comes there in the end. Also, my fan makes some noise today, so I hope when I use this sound removal thing that it will fix it. Should I go to wireframe and back again to top? And then do render. Don't do it. Now we see that the shadow is standing nearly directly north-south. Or south-north, depending on the way you see it. You see a shadow here too, they go in there. So maybe we should change this material too. Think so. But what would that be? That must be in. Go to wireframe. Go to this one. Here. And we go to material. And it was to roof tile. I have those. This. Edit. This is -110. Then I say S is -110 on the other. That is rotate. Cancel. Yes. Edit. And ST layout. And say there. -110. And then we see if that is correct. Apply. OK. And then I go to quality. That's quicker. That was not correct. Did it change? Or did it move sideways? Was it different there? If I take this, Control X and write 0, and then I say here, Control V. Maybe it is the same. I don't think so, but there I come. This is much better than this one. But it is too much. So if you go about half, 50, 60. Didn't change too much. Is it up down? Take away the minus. I think you only move it this way. I had to say I like this better, but I tried to make it like this on this roof, then when I come to this point it's jumping over. One more time. Zero, 60, apply, okay. That must be minus. Minus, apply, okay. That's closer. Not perfect, but it's close enough. I can move it, if we should be very, move it a little bit more in the other direction. That must be positive x, I think. And try 20, 30. Minus 60, and then it will be minus 30. That was one way. Apply, okay. A little bit more. That'll be 40. Yeah, good enough. I'm not a render guy, I don't care too much about render, but should look a little bit. And I move it now by accident, that's why I stand spin. I want to re-render. Move the mouse. It will be finished sometime. Yeah. So, and then you see there's way too much light. I need to take down the power on the sun. Too much with the one. I go to hidden line. Zoom in like this. It's shaking crazy on my screen. Also notice this, I don't see the edge. Like I said, there's a way to make the edge, but this is using much more power. This also, I want to see the edge. So I want to move only the roof tile, and there also I want to take it down. Problem is they're all on the same layer, so I go and don't need this, or this, or this, or this, or this. There, I don't need floor, don't need interior door. I don't need windows at all. And I see it from the top. I go to wireframe. Because now this going all the way into the framework, I want it to be on the outside of the cladding. So I select edit, there. Wireframe. Is by the modifier. Then I need to have a modifier roof on, and it is, what is it, I cut that roof. It's not this one, that only work. And there must be something here. Is it done? Yeah. I take the edit tool and I go to segment, and I take this going down to N, I say a little bit outside. It's more correct also because in real life we don't put this that close. So a little bit distance. Now it should show in hidden line. And the same with this roof. I also want that. Now I have to be aware of this function, not pivot. As you see this. As I click it down a little bit outside, it will follow. I was worried that it wouldn't follow this correct, but it did. That was this to place. Maybe there's similar here. This coming out there. Yes, on this roof. Do we care? I don't know how this look like. I go to normal view. I go to hidden line. Now we see this lines there. We see that line. I don't see this. I forget that. I forgot. We don't see this. So I want to move this also a little bit further away. You see it here also. We're going into the framework, not to the cladding. Like this, and this too. Then I go to top, and I say in wireframe. I want to take this before I forget them. Edit this one. I want to move this a little touch outside there. Take this one. I want this little touch outside there. Don't need to be much. Only so it's outside. What's this? Oh, that. This. And I want to take this. What is that? That is based on this modifier. Is there anything else that is connected to that modifier? I wonder. Go back. Like this. Yeah, that's connected with the roof. And I go say edit segment. I can take this and I can say 56 or I can 55, I can just drag it. Now it's 0.275 or something. Place it there. And I place it there. And hope it didn't affect anything else. No, that is the other one, so that's correct. Then I can go and see from the back side. I can go to hidden line. Now I see the line there and I see the line here like I wanted. That look more natural to me. And I also see it under here and there and there. So then I go escape out of this and I turn on what we should work on. We should only work on this, but I need to have this one also. I don't need the C exterior door. So working with the roof. I don't know. I mentioned this about the color of the window. I think that is a better way to do it because then we can change. We can change. Yeah. External frame color. Whatever color I take on this is on the window. Oh, external frame sash, I think to remember. Oh, but this one we can actually just delete because I don't use it anymore. I try that. Remove. It is assign it to something someplace else, so this would disappear. What's that then? That is a window. That is not have a layer yet. That should be in window 1. There we have it. This one is 40 and this was 78 tick. So I should make a profile and we should sweep around here to get this. I don't know the word in English, we call it vindski in Norwegian. And then we have the waterboard on the top. After that again. So I go down, see from top, and wireframe. I can go over here and make a profile, and then I take just 2 rectangles. I can draw one this way first. Should be 6 inch. For me that's 148, as you know. So I say 148 by 19. And then I should go from here, from E and down. And it'll be 19, 148. And then I can go from here, from B, also down. Then it should be 19, 148. There. Then I should take this one. Set the reference point, D in B. No, I should not yet. I should take this too. I should move it back 20 millimeter, delta X. And then I set the reference point there. On this one, D in B. Oh, don't show. And I should rotate it down 20 degrees. That would be to 340. That was much. 45, yeah, that's 340. 340 or minus 20. And also mark time. So then we have this. And then I want to draw a line. This is, you can imagine, should be on the roof. So from B, there. This is, should touch, or nearly touch. I take this on 5 millimeter down. Delta Y minus 5. So it don't touch directly. But this is then the reference point. Here. From the roof tile, when we should sweep this. And then we know we have 78 plus 40 is 118, and I like to have like 20-25 millimeter overlap. So then I say use 32 then. And it's be 119, 11.8, 12, 13, 14, 140. Use offset, 140, enter, and this one we go down here. So that is the distance I really want this to cover, from B to J. That's 190 millimeter about. Dividing 2 is 90. So then I make this should be then I go from set D in B and I say it should be 123, 1, 2, 3. I do the same with this, D in V, and 1, 2, 3. Oops. Yeah, it happened. I'm missing 1, 2, 3. If I put it right place, it down, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm lifting it up. This should be to read there first. That's very big difference. Then I say this should be 1, 2, 3. This should be 4 inch. That will be 98. And I take this one. Now I say reference point should be D in V. And then move it to J. Now we have an overlap. Yeah, that is V to V. 32, that's okay. I like to have minimum 30. So that is how it should look like, because now this and this, when you see it from the side, will have about the same dimension. So this is the profile we should use. Take this. Yeah. And then I will make this into to one object. So I go and say 2D add. This is this one, yeah. I want this and this to be one object. And then I say finish selecting. That is the profile. And I say this should have a reference point, D in I. Just in case. I think this now is the region. Yeah. I explode it one time. I can click there so you see it. Explode. And then I reset. D in I. This is a symbol we also can take care of. Maybe we make it black first, by layer. No, it should always be black. No, it doesn't matter what layer. Now that is the profile we should sweep. So we can make it into library and into my symbol. I take this. Do I do that? Yeah, I do that. I call it Win Waterboard. I don't know if that's correct. So I drag it in here, and I call it Win Waterboard. Win. Something like that. It should be inside my styles. And say, I take this and I say update thumbnail, only this, only for selected time and plain and create. Then we have it for use another time. And I should go to see the side from this side. I have my work plane. I face it here, and then I will draw a polyline from V to V, down to there, V, and I say, ooh, one more time, from V to V, to V, and finish. But I want it to be a little bit longer, use a line length. There is a polyline there someplace. There, and this one. Drag it outside. And this one. Drag outside. So it should be longer, so we should cut them later. Then I take this one. I rotate it now. So see it from the top. I want it to go the other way. No, I don't want it the other way. I want it to rotate now first in about X, 90 degree, plus the roof angle, 40, but it will be 40 or the opposite, 50. I try with one rotate X 130. And then I take this. I want to see it from this side. There. Take this one. Move it up. A touch. And you can see it from the side also. Then I get the idea. This is correct angle. I can say it should be here to nearest and. Is that correct? No. What can it be? The angle seems to be correct, if you ask me. If I see it directly from the side, this here, it do follow the same angle here, so that is correct. But I'm worried about this. No. Well, this part of it will be visible from here, but this is not. If we move, that was 19 millimeter. I say this and this should be moved out 19 millimeter. That is minus X minus 19. Then it will be correct. And then we should sweep. A sweep tool is in here someplace, not in this. Not in this, not in this, where does it hide them? Then I just sit in here, just extrude, and I should have sweep. We also have rail sweep, but this rail sweep jump everywhere. Never have control for what direction it takes, so I like to use the sweep instead. If it was rail sweep, we could just stay down there and we can say sweep along this line, but we never know what direction it comes. If it comes going in or out, that's very boring. Now I at least have control for it. So then I say I want to sweep this, and this is the profile I want to sweep, and this is the line. So then I have made water and windboard on the roof called hidden line. And that's how it will look like. And you see now that it is just a tad over the roof. It's not touching exactly. A 5 millimeter distance in this. It must be like 7 something up here. So, and I go and say escape and finish. I see it from the top. I don't need to do this here. I can just mirror copy this one. Problem is to find the center of the roof, by the way. If I select only the roof, then I know the center should be here, about there. Then I select this one, and I go to wireframe, by the way. This one, the sweep. And I can now make it on its own layer. So I'm going to do that straight away. Then we don't need to, because now we have material and everything, so I make a layer that name. I don't know if you like this, but we try. In waterboard. Okay. Yep. It is on that layer. It is black no matter what, and we want to give it the material. We can mess with that later, because now we have put it in the layer, so all the copies will also be in the layer. What do you do? I should make a mirror copy, this one, and I should go this. What is that line? I'm afraid it's going wrong, but it was about here from M. No. Plain by world. I still have no. I say mirror copy. No. I say work plain by entity of the team we copy. This. Where was this? And then mirror copy. There is a M about here, I think. M. I don't think that's correct then. Something else, it wasn't that far. Ah yeah, we know where it is. I press shift and see. Yeah, a mile away. It is about here somewhere. One more time. Yes, it was about half meter in from the edge, so it should be about here. There's an M point. Exactly on the edge. Okay, wait. No. Okay, doesn't matter, we need one more anyway. Then I take this and I rotate it down here, pressing shift, and then move it to this roof. That should be here in V. Not correct place. We adjust that later. Sweep. Go to reference point in D, in V, and then move it to V. Okay. To V. Now it's on there, and it's coming up. Oh, it's not. Yes, it's then correct. But from that edge to in here, there is now from nearest to nearest 82. So move this delta Y 82, and then move it also up 7 millimeter. 5 by 1414 is 7.7 something. 7.7 like this. Then it hopefully is correct. This one, same thing. I move a measure from nearest to nearest there, and this in minus 1235, minus 1235. They're going in there. I delete this one. So we have that, and we have this. This one is more difficult. What I think is we should insert the symbol one more time, and it will be more easy to rotate it. So I open library, write that in here. Was that the way we put it? Workplay. my world, in here like this one, delete, and we need to rotate it, dot x, 90, and we need to rotate it about minus and set minus 90, I think. Now it's done there. No, that was not correct. Then it would be 180. Now it's going inwards. Here from top. We know this go 30 degree. Then it should be like this. 360 means 33, 330 now. Will be that? I think so. 320. Then I stand the same, yeah, then now I stand the same way. But still we have issue with the work plane because it should also be, didn't I just rotate it? Control Y. Let's see from here, take it up to the area where it's supposed to be, so we find it. That was not where it's supposed to be. Funny thing. I can just snap it to N and stay nearby at least. Booyah. Anyway, we need a line first of all. So I draw a line. Set work plane by face it on this one. And I go from V to the V up there. Then we should extend the line up there and up there. But this along this edge, this is not 30 degree, 40 degree. Because I testing with this Windows, I know it's 36 point something. We can try to take it. I can make a box. From nearest the rotated box like this one, go from nearest to nearest out there and down. Shouldn't that indicate it correct? If I now this is this point here, so I have this point and that point on the edge here. That should be a good idea, maybe. Select this and I go for this generic transform. I say the first point should be, what should that be then? Can be, no, it's not correct. I can be from there. From V to V. And that is the same like the outside here. From V to V and ooh. I don't know what I did with my finger. From V to V, from V to V, and then finish. Then it is rotated the correct way, and I can take this and I can snap it to this one, to nearest. Now I hope it is correct. I delete this one. I think it is correct. Then we use the swipe tool again. That's this one. I select what I want. This one. And this one. This one. Why not? Workplane. Workplane by entity on that line. And then swipe this one. Select an entity to start. This one. That's the thing I want. Have a reference point on it also. If I now change the workplane. Okay, so select workplane by entity on this one. Why can't I select this? Because this Shift E. It was a region. Now it is a polygon. I hope. Let's see. I select this. Yay! I select that. Ooh, that worked. And then I go from the top. I use mirror copy. I say I want to have workplane by entity of this light, and I select it, and I want to mirror copy it, and then the first point should be here on the nearest, and drag up and press shift, and over there. Then I have this, and I want to have plane by world. I want to draw a box, normal box. You can go from nearest out there, and it can be this height. I want to have workplane by face it on this side, and then I should just make sure I don't slice anything else. Shouldn't do it, just in case. Slice by workplane. There. By workplane and delete. Take this and one more time. And I take this and one more time. And then I delete this one as I don't need it anymore. The video started to be long, so I plan to stop now. There. I'll take a little bit like that, I think. Hidden line. This one. We understand this one is not right. This one seems to have lost contact again. No. Okay. Let's see what we find now. Anyway, now we have it. We can see we started putting this thing on. Then the next video will be this gutter and the board, the gutter hanging on. We still have these two small edges here, and there are also some small edges here. They was not long. This is the roof tile. This was this. I still think they were very small compared to the picture, but it is like it is. What is that? Why have that moved again? There's something here that I moved. It is the main roof. I moved again. Don't understand, but okay. I'll look at that next time. I don't care to do it now. See, this is also not me correct. But we didn't do much, I only think it stay in the same height. They have moved, they have jumping down somewhere. This one also, yeah, it is this main roof. I have been going down. If I say I face it on this, and then I can measure from V to V 45. I don't think that's correct. No, layer. I make this window waterboard, close this, see it from the left. I can take here from new, and I can say from Sweden wireframe, this one from V to V, 88 millimeter, and then I lift it up 88 millimeter. That's it. There. Now it's normal. And there. And then I can take with waterboard. This point. This point should be on the top there. D in me and up to V. That seems to me to be too high. Yeah. So from there to there, can we see this? See it from the left. Maybe from that point. Back to view. This from V to V is 29. We want to have like 7, so I take it down 21. That's it. Minus 21. And that should be like 7-8 millimeter, huh? Go to the hidden line. Yeah. This also has a little gap here. Yeah. Then let's save it a little bit like this. Let's see, we have done something to that. Okay, then we save it like this and we start the video. Save and